Hey guys, my name's Nick. I'm a Microsoft Certified Expert Administrator. Create a lot of content for MSPs, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the supported device platforms for Microsoft Defender Advanced Threat Protection. I've done subsequent videos here. It's part of a video series I'm creating to demystify Defender ATP, and in this one, we're specifically going to look over the supported platforms, the versions, everything like that, so you understand while you're doing your planning what types of devices you would be enrolling into this solution. So there's four major platforms here that are supported in which you can enroll devices. You've got Windows, Android, macOS, and Linux that you can enroll today. So I'll be walking through each one of these to see the system requirements. So first off here, starting with Windows 10, looking at our supported Windows versions here. This is the list direct from a Microsoft support article here, but you'll notice that Windows 10 Pro devices are supported. That's one thing that I think has been a confusion over time, but you'll notice also that we also support Windows 7, Windows 8, and also Windows Server as well too. So you can start to enroll all these types of devices into the solution. And I would say they won't cover the full feature set if you're not on Windows 10 Enterprise, for instance, versus Windows 10 Pro, but they still can do most of the basic EDR, automated detection and response capabilities that you're familiar with. The enrollment methods that you would see as part of these will vary, and I'll be doing a subsequent video just to show you how you do that across the platforms. Windows 10 is generally the easiest to deploy via group policy or through Intune. If they're already enrolled, you can just toggle on the service and it'll automatically configure the devices in the Defender ATP portal. So definitely a lot of capabilities here, obviously, for Windows devices. Next here we have Android, which is actually in public preview right now. So with Android, you need the devices to be running 6.0 and above. And generally speaking, from the standpoint of deploying this on that particular device, you would need to have the Google Play Store so you can push this out as an application to the device to actually enroll it, or push out the Intune company portal app so that you can deploy the application that way as well too, whenever somebody enrolls their device into the management solution with Intune. So this one here is probably going to evolve at the time of this video here today. It's in public preview, but I assume they'll add certain features there for the particular settings that you can configure, things like that. A lot of it, from what I can tell, has to do with web protection settings and things like that you would configure for the endpoint, but it's very limited as far as the feature set goes today in comparison to Windows devices, for instance. Next here we have Apple devices, particularly macOS. You've got your supported versions right there, and also iOS support is coming soon as well too, as far as being able to deploy the service onto those devices as well. As of today of this video, it's not available, but it is available for macOS. There's more configuration and maintenance that you have to do with macOS than obviously with a Windows device, but it is something where if you do have customer environments where they are running Macs, you could enroll this into the ATP service as well too and deploy the endpoints so you can manage them within the endpoint manager and also within ATP as well too. Lastly, here we have Linux devices, which is pretty new as well too. Linux and macOS and Android were all pretty much announced last year at Ignite in November 2019. But these are just system requirements. Again, it's just a screenshot directly from Microsoft support article. And I'm not going to read through all of this, but just know that you could deploy that to those Linux devices as well. Each one of these particular platforms has its own onboarding process, which again is what we'll be covering in the next video. So like I mentioned, please stay tuned for that so you can walk through the different deployment methods. Again, part of the planning session here for rolling out ATP to your organization. Definitely want to plan out the best way to do pilot testing, but then also a broad deployment for enrolling the devices at a particular customer site and being able to scale that across other customers as well too. So thanks guys for tuning in. Please like or subscribe if you guys want to see more videos around Microsoft 365 and the MSP space. Otherwise, stay tuned for our next video. Thanks guys, have a great day.